You probably heard this before. If I could only lose weight, maintaining it would be easy. And that turned out to be one of the biggest and hardest things that anybody who's ever lost weight has found. You get the idea because you're staying at a certain weight that if you just lose it, you could stay at that weight. And no matter what diets you tried, however you tried them and you lost the weight, it would come back. Well, GLP-1s have changed that because GLP-1s have changed how people are able to lose weight because they change what goes on in the brain. And all of a sudden, maintaining weight loss is something that's a lot easier to do. So one of the things that's happened is, when do you know when you're kind of at that place where you're going to maintain? How do you know that? Well, for me, I have maintained the same weight now for about a year. I'm 50 pounds down, and I've stayed here since September of 2025. Now, the scale will go up a little bit and the scale will go down a little bit, but unlike days of old, I don't panic. Now I have more data, more information. So I like weighing myself daily. Some people find it freeing not to weigh themselves at all, but for me, that's just how I am. But there are certain things that I have noticed that changes that daily weight, so I don't panic about it. For example, if I happen to eat something salty, I know I'm going to retain the salt, and the next day I could weigh a pound, maybe even 2 pounds more. If I go on a trip, like especially on an airplane where I'm going for several hours, you know when you get off the trip and you take your socks off and you have a little swelling in your feet, well, you're retaining water and retaining fluid. Then certain foods, especially processed foods, do that more than others, and certain conditions do that. So don't panic if you're up a couple of pounds. So I don't chase yesterday's weight. Instead, I look at the trend. How am I trending? Am I trending the same? And so I find that I go up a few pounds and down a few pounds. So how do I know, besides that I've been at this for a year, this is my weight? Well, I also use a little data this way. Tirzepatide happens to say that they lost about 21% of their excess body weight, was pretty good. And that's exactly where I fit in. I've lost 50 pounds and kept it off. Now, weight loss is a lot of plateaus. You know, those early heady days, the weight loss just seems to melt off of you, especially when you find that place. The food noise is gone. You're not interested in food that much anymore. And weight goes down and down. And then you hit the first plateau. And the natural thought among every person who's dieted, and I've been overweight since I was in medical school, that every person who's dieted is, oh my God, it's stopped. But then the plateau goes down again. And usually by 3 or 4 pounds, all of a sudden, boom, it just drops. It's just how weight is. That's part of the plateau. But eventually you'll find a plateau. Now, were it up to me, I'd like to lose 5 more pounds. Absolutely I would. But you know, I weigh less now than I did when Ronald Reagan was inaugurated. And I know some of you don't know, but he was a president. He was just after George Washington. But I check my data all the time. Now, here's something that nobody discusses. Because of the tirzepatide and because I continue to maintain on it, food noise for me is pretty much quelled all the time. So therefore, I have fewer decisions to make during the day. I make about 10 decisions for food. I have some sort of standard foods that I use, standard foods that are always around for me. I like keeping washed grapes in the refrigerator, and some in the freezer, by the way. That's delicious. I like having apples. Every morning I still like making a smoothie to get my fruits and vegetables and fiber in. I like salmon, I like chicken, I like yogurt. So I don't make hundreds of food decisions every day. I make about 10. Mostly the biggest food decision I make is the one that is the biggest decision made by every married couple in the world. What do you want for dinner tonight? And I have a few standards that I make all the time. It just makes life easier for me. Now, I've talked a lot about the Mediterranean diet before, and I think the Mediterranean diet is a great framework for people to use because it's the healthiest diet on the planet, and it's the easiest one to follow. It means I want to have a diet that has more fruits, more vegetables, more whole grains, more legumes, less hyper-processed food, less meat, a lot less alcohol, and that is a lot easier to do when you have that sort of components in it. So the medicine changes the biology. The tirzepatide, the chemistry, allowed me to lose weight, but it's also allowing me to keep it off. Or like I like saying, tirzepatide helped me lose the weight, tomatoes are helping me maintain it, being the Mediterranean diet. I like to cook. I still like to cook. In fact, I probably like cooking more. When I go out to eat, I am a lot more interested in the flavors of the food than I ever used to be. when I've had the privilege to go to some amazing restaurants, I enjoy those restaurants even more now than I ever did before. My love and enjoyment of food hasn't changed. I still want to make sure that I keep my fiber up. I look at fiber more than protein because protein for me has never been an issue. I want to maintain my sleep because if you haven't noticed, if you don't sleep well, appetite does tend to go up a bit. And I want to maintain movement. Now, for me, movement is yoga. That was the thing that I liked, surprisingly, because I used to make fun of people who had yoga. But whatever you like to do that keeps you moving is good. Whether it's moving heavy rocks in your backyard, whether it's going to the gym, Pilates, any one of those things is fine. And here's the thing, give yourself a chance to try all of them because you may find something you love, like I did. So here are some of the things that surprised me about being on tirzepatide. I don't think about food all day. And it translates into vacations. When I go on vacations, it used to be, let's find out all the restaurants and check them off that I'm going to go to on the vacation. I will look and see if there are great restaurants. I will try and make reservations. But mostly now I'm looking at what are the historical sites? What are the museums I can look to? Are there any medical museums? Because God knows I love old medical tools, because most of them I probably used years ago in my residency. But it became a lot simpler to travel, and it became more enjoyable to travel. The other thing is alcohol matters less. I used to enjoy a glass or two of wine at dinner. It's rare that I have a glass of wine with dinner anymore. And most of the data shows that alcohol is not a very safe thing to be, and it's a lot of calories for not that much enjoyment. So I got rid of a lot of wine clubs. I just don't drink that much wine. I give away more wine than I drink, and that's just fine. But I also find that I haven't lost my enjoyment with wine, but I am more picky about wine. If I drink a little bit of wine and I don't like it, I put the glass away. I don't even have another glass. It's fine. Whereas probably before I would power through that, try and open up a different bottle to try something new. Tastes change for the better, not for the less. They change for the better. For decades, we thought that obesity was a failure of discipline. I don't believe that anymore. Notice anybody in the medical field that is legitimate in this field. And GLP-1s taught me something that I never expected. That when your biology is working with you, instead of against you, when you don't have that food noise going on constantly in your brain, maintaining your weight doesn't require suffering. It doesn't mean, oh my gosh, I've gained a pound. Should I go low carb? Should I go vegan? You don't have to do that. It requires attention. It requires vigilance. Good food still tastes good, and you want to maintain good food. But instead of fighting myself hour after hour, it's much easier. There have been a few things I've noticed about when my tirzepatide wears off, which wears off about day 6 to day 10. I noticed a couple things. I eat faster. The Klondike bars in the freezer call to me much more. And I tend to eat more. So those are always things that I check. And when I find that those things are going, I said, when did I last inject? Is it close to my injection day, or have I gone over a few days? So maintaining has been made easy because of the chemistry. But it's also easier following a healthier diet. Instead of being terribly hungry at lunch and looking for something on the corner to wolf down a several hundred calorie burger and fries or whatever, it's much easier to plan for my lunch. So typically for lunch, I've already planned for it. I have some chicken available. I'll have some grapes. I'll have some apples, and that'll be my lunch. What I drink with it isn't typically water because water is not that appealing to me. I'm kind of a water snob. I drink a lot of iced tea. I have it all the time. And here's the thing that I've noticed. One, on a GLP diet, you are able to take back and look at the food you're eating as opposed to must having it. And you can think about it for a second. On many diet programs, it said, well, just take a moment and think about the food. And you don't if you're hungry and if your food noise is going. But if food noise is gone, you can say, what do I want? What's going to be healthy choices for me? What am I going to really enjoy? And it's also brought new things into my cooking life. I use a tagine now to cook a lot more food. I like a lot of warm spices in my food, a lot of Moroccan, a lot of Mediterranean spices, a lot of Indian spices, a lot of Mexican spices. It's great to know that if I have room for dessert, I don't even think twice about it. Enjoying dessert is one of the greatest pleasures of getting rid of diet culture, knowing I have plenty of room in my calories and I still keep a food diary every day. It's helpful to look back. So, how do I lose more? How do I preserve muscle? How do I eat for longevity? All of those are questions that I constantly ask myself, which is why I eat the way I do, increasing fruits, increasing vegetables, maintaining resistance. And my goal so far in the last year, I've increased my muscle mass, I've increased my activity, I'm eating better, and I'm enjoying food more. Tirzepatide to tomatoes. It's been a win for me. Maintaining weight is easier when you have the tools to do it and you're not fighting yourself.